It's me, Sean Capri. I'm in my car, and you're listening to the Nintendo Drive. I'm on a Skype call with my friend Console Caito, the sauciest potato, and on our journey today, Chris Pratt has a phenomenal voice, so jump on into the Nintendo Drive. Ball!
Here we go!
Hi, Sean.
I have to wonder, Caito, if what Chris Pratt would do if he were on this podcast. How would he tackle that intro? Would he do a Sean impression? Would he do an Italian, American
Mario.
Accent?
Right.
I'm sorry?
I said probably a Mario impression.
Probably just a Mario. Maybe he would do a Star-Lord impression. I don't know. He's a man of many talents, of course. We all know this. How are you?
Apparently. I'm doing good. I was not expecting the Chris Pratt reference during the intro, but...
Me neither. I don't know what I'm about to say.
Yeah.
I'm just driving. I don't understand what's going on here. I'm just lucky I don't call it the Xbox Drive. I'm at about
True.
30%. have to take two. Yeah, 3 years of muscle memory. You know what I mean?
It's hard.
You and I are coming up on an anniversary pretty soon here too. We started. Where are we about halfway through a year? I can't even remember. Episode what are we on?
32.
Hey, look at that. Over half a year. We did it.
That's a lot.
Right?
It does not feel like that. It honestly feels like we've been doing it 10 weeks. I don't know
10
why.
years. Feels like we've been doing it forever. Like there's never been a time, and that's in a good way. Like there's never been a time without the Nintendo Drive. Now it's part of our lives. Like this is just what we do now.
Yep. Every week.
The McDonald's people know me very well. I've added another drive-through trip to my repertoire.
It's just twice a week, right? On top of all the other times that you
Yeah,
visit.
it's only twice where I'm wearing this headset, and I go to a different McDonald's for the drive because I don't really get all the best cell phone reception really near my house, so I've got to travel a little further away. Yeah.
Okay.
In this completely optional drive that I do for the show.
Right. Right. Well, let's go ahead and jump into things here. Let's clean the garage a little bit. We do have a YouTube comment this week. So just a reminder, you can listen to the Nintendo Drive and all of the Yumi and Capri content over on YouTube, youtube.com/Yumi Capri. If you leave a comment over there, we might read it on the show. And this week's comment comes from Brian Eck, who says, I just wanted to say I hope everyone has a wonderful Thanksgiving. I know Sean already celebrated Canadian Thanksgiving, but still hope you have a great day, Sean. I'm thankful for you guys at the Nintendo Drive, Sean, Caito, and producer Ryan, for everything you guys do and all the positive Nintendo vibes you guys bring each and every week. So nice of Brian.
Let's get more of that.
I love that it's called Canadian Thanksgiving.
We just call it Canadian Thanksgiving, and we just call it Thanksgiving, and we have Thanksgiving dinner. But man, I was on the Nintendo Dads last week, surrounded by a couple other Canadians, Justin Masson and Tony Baker. We did the takeover over there, and I was the only one who really would want to adopt American Thanksgiving. Like I've said it before, I'll say it again. You guys do it right. Kick off the Christmas season, the holiday season. It's perfect. It even just it kind of pairs up against all the gift giving and receiving. It's like, oh, materialism, but let's kick it off with a little gratitude, There's a lot of things to be thankful for. So I love this message from Brian. That was so sweet.
That is really sweet. How was Nintendo Dads?
Nintendo Dads I just love that show. I love Justin Masson. And Tony Baker, I haven't podcasted with Tony Baker in a long time. And we kind of talked about a whole bunch of stuff. It was a Canadian takeover, so of course we had to talk about Canadian game studios and some that might surprise people to learn that they were Canadian. So yeah, Nintendo Dads was awesome. It was very Canadian. Like we really leaned into it. Right. So might be an acquired taste for some.
Embrace the Canadian.
We talked about hockey for 45 minutes and poutine for the other 45, and then snuck in some games as well. Yeah,
there you go. So if you want to listen to that, you can head on over to Nintendo Dads.
Good sell. Thanks for having me on, guys.
Okay, well, did you play anything?
Since last we spoke? I continue to play Pokemon very slowly. I'll be playing this pretty much forever. I think I'm in absolutely no rush. My kiddos are loving it. I am actually it's funny to play it without them because I feel like I'm sneaking away from them. I'm like, I wonder if they'll notice any differences or changes because I don't know if there's a way to plan when my Pokemon evolve. It just seems to happen. I don't know if I can save that for later because they really like watching the Pokemon evolve.
I don't think you can. It depends on
it just happens.
When they level up. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So I'm kind of putzing around and that kind of thing. It's still there, but really the game that I played this week was Nintendo eShop Black Friday sales, the game.
Right.
That's really what I did. And every
I loved that game this week.
It was such a good game. It was on the eShop and also you could play it at Best Buy, you could play it at Amazon.ca or .com, wherever you like. Things got a little out of hand for me, Caito. Like,
Sean, I don't even want to admit to you how badly things got out of hand.
You're going to make me feel so much better. This is the best. What did you get? What's your haul like? Wait, before you tell me about that, like, okay, can we all just realize maybe it's not the best thing to get? Like, if you're into like podcasting or something like that, or if you're really into games like we are, like buying us games, I feel like for Christmas, I feel like it's not the best move because we're on it. We know the good deals and not everybody can do this. And it's kind of hard to get digital games for people. So we're taking the power back, Caito. Like we're just, at least this is the way I look at it. I'm buying whatever I want. I'm treating myself. I don't buy anything all damn year except for Mario Golf and Super Mario Party Superstars and other stupid games. And damn Pokemon, well, whatever. I feel like I was financially responsible this year. Anyways, yes.
Right.
Treat ourselves.
Yeah, that's how I feel too. I didn't really, to be fair, I did not buy that many games this year. Mm-hmm. And so I might have done a bad thing.
On Black Friday.
I would love for you to guess how many games you think I purchased.
Oh man, well you're kind of making a big deal. Okay, like are you like over 10? Like are you over 10?
Over 10.
He's over 20?
No.
Somewhere between
over 20.
Okay, so you're 17.
13.
Oh, okay,
13.
Okay.
Which is a lot.
That's a lot.
That's
like,
too many.
How many hours of games did you just purchase?
That's too many. How many hours of non-play games did I just buy?
So good. Why is this so satisfying to us? I don't know what it is, but I really enjoy it.
I want you to know that I felt good every time I bought one.
I'm glad you did. Did you?
However,
I did a thing though, because we've talked about why doesn't Nintendo have a cart? Like that would make this a lot easier. But what I did, knowing that I was settling in, I'm making a few purchases here, so I just put like money down. Like it asks you whenever you make a purchase, do you want to put the required amount or do you want to buy more? So I basically bought myself like a gift card and I went to see how far that could get me. And not as far as I wanted it to. I'll say that much.
Really?
Yeah,
that's what I did too. However, as much fun as I had buying all of these things, the eShop is so bad. And I know we've talked about this before. I'm pretty sure we talked about it last week, but going through it again, I realized again how bad it is.
Yeah.
I should not have to struggle so much to purchase all of the things.
Purchase and even browse. Browsing is kind of a nightmare.
So each time I would purchase one, I ended up just making a list.
Mm-hmm.
I went through, I made a list, and as I was making my list, I jotted down how expensive everything was.
Same.
So I could keep myself under control. Mm-hmm. But I literally went through the entire deals section. I got to the end where I couldn't scroll anymore. Games. I went through the entire thing and I said, okay, I'm going to write down every game that I'm even remotely interested in.
Yep, I did the same thing.
And the amount.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went back through my list and I was like, okay, which ones of these do I actually want to purchase?
Mm-hmm.
Because if you do it, so if I'm scrolling through the deals section and I click on one and I buy it, you can't just go back to where you were in the scroll. Mm-hmm. So each time I would go back, it would take me right back to the top. And I had to scroll. So if there was something I wanted all the way at the bottom, you had to scroll all the way back down or just know what it was.
Which takes forever.
Was the only way to go.
It feels like you're on dial-up when you're scrolling through this stuff. It's like, let me just a second. Like, I can feel like trying to make excuses. Like I'm trying, I'm working on it. And it's like so slow. My gosh.
So slow.
So you treated yourself. You did a bunch.
I did.
You wrote down your. What do you want to talk about? Any of the games?
Yeah, let's talk about it. I think some of our questions actually talk about. They want to know what we bought.
Okay.
So here you go. If that was your question this week, I think Dano asked, what would your retail therapy be? How many games would you buy? The answer is 13, Dano. The answer is
not
13.
a hypothetical. The real answer is specifically 13, not 12, not 14. No more, no less.
So here's what I got. And I'm not going to go in depth, obviously, about most of these. And some of them, I don't even know what they are. So
what? You are okay. Did you do a thing too, like before we get into it? Like, because once I started, it kind of like it was like the wheels had fallen off. Like they just like the floodgates were open. I just made one or two decisions, and then after that, it's like, well, I guess my threshold kept increasing too. Where I was like, my first game that I bought was like $15, and then I just it all kind of went haywire from there.
Well, and here's where things go downhill for me is I see one, I'm like, it's only $2.
Oh, you're in there. Okay.
I want that.
Yeah.
I want that. Or
you really did go through
that,
the deals section.
Look at that pretty artwork. I want to play that.
Oh, I love this
so let
approach.
me talk about.
Okay.
Let me talk about the ones that I'm sure no one's going to know what I'm talking about.
Sure.
There's one called Pine, which is some kind of like open world. They say open world action adventure style game. It kind of reminds me a little Zelda-ish. It just in some of the art style. It just looks pretty. So I bought it. There's one called Hob. No idea. Just looks pretty. So I bought it.
You're amazing.
There's one. Oh, I bought two things for Aiden. I bought a game called Roar, which is you're just a dinosaur going around destroying things in a town.
That sounds awesome.
Love that.
I want that.
It was like $1 or $2.
Okay, I'm going to have to listen back to this because I'm going to take notes.
I bought Cars 3.
Good one.
For him as well. So I bought those two things for him. And then another one that I'm sure not many people know or care about is Bee Simulator. And if you haven't seen...
I just saw this.
You need to go look. The graphics on this, it just makes me wonder why everything can't look like this.
Yeah.
Because it is so pretty. And I'm so excited to play.
You feel like you are a bee.
You just go around and you're a bee.
You're pollinating?
I mean, Aiden
protecting
might
the queen
that too. Yeah, you're doing different stuff.
Doing bee stuff.
Okay, there's an indie game called A Short Hike.
Oh, that's great. That's a very cool game.
Yeah, I thought it looked cool. I know I've seen stuff on Twitter about it. I think I follow the developer maybe.
Yep.
Another one, Cooking Simulator. It was like $1 or $2.
Hey, this is the best list ever. I'm buying all these games.
I thought it looked interesting. Okay.
Man.
So now we're into more familiar territory.
Okay.
The Last Campfire.
Yes.
Looks so pretty. And I wanted it back when I think I saw the trailer for it. Maybe at, I don't know if I just saw it on YouTube or if it was in a direct at some point. And I also got Spiritfarer.
Oh, that game is gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I can't wait for you to play it. That game is, you're going to cry. You're going to cry so hard. Oh my God. Are you a crier? Actually, I don't see you as a crier.
I didn't used to be.
Now and then you became a
cry
parent.
about everything.
Yeah, now you're a mom.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah, Target commercials, bawling.
Yeah.
Like, what the heck?
I got Ori and the Will of the Wisps.
So proud of you.
Finally.
Yes.
Finally. I got Lego Worlds. This is another one I think Aiden would
interesting. Yeah.
playing.
Hopefully they patch that one. I hope that it actually works for you. I'm very curious to know about this.
It was like $5, I think. It was like $5.
Oh my gosh, it's getting louder. It's actually getting louder. Hi there. No, I'm not collecting points today. Hi, can I please get 2 large Diet Cokes? That's all. Thank you. This speaker, somebody's got to tell them. Caito, that just kept getting...
you.
You think I should tell them?
Yeah.
I just want to get it over with. I just want to pay for my stuff and move on.
Right. Okay, so
wait.
two more games.
You did Ori. What was the other one that you just said?
Lego Worlds.
Oh, Lego World. Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of Lego stuff was on sale this week.
Lots of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I got Layton's Mystery Journey. I love a good Professor Layton game.
I've never played a Professor Layton game.
They're so fun.
I know. That's what I mean. Man, like there's so many. I know we say this all the time. There's so many games, but if there was ever proof of it, it's like now. Like all these games that you just bought, like that's a full year.
I know.
If you bought 13 games, I think I was just talking to Ryan Turford about this. Like I think I averaged finishing one game a month, maybe this year. So that's 12 games, Like that's, oh my gosh. But you also had a very like Santa Claus kind of take on this as well. Like you want it to be like gift giving and give stuff to the family. So I like that. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Last one I got was Super Monkey Ball.
Oh, nice. Did you get it on the eShop or like, cause it was
did. It was, it was on sale, not as on sale as the physical edition, but I'm a sucker for digital. I can't help it, especially on my Switch. I just don't like having cartridges. Which is weird because I used to be such a collector about it. Mm-hmm. But the idea of having to switch them out is too much for me.
Caito, I need to tell you that the person in front of me in this drive, I wish that the show was video like the Xbox drive is, because the person in front of me is an absolute mess right now.
Oh, no.
First of all, the reason that I'm doing this in the middle of you telling me about the games that you actually care about instead of when, you were talking about this stuff that nobody knows, I tried to get through the drive-thru at that point in time. But this person parked in front of the speaker before actually taking their order for like 5 minutes. They've got a light, they've got a rear light out, and I don't know what their trouble was in front of here. Just took a long time to pay. So here we are.
Really
Hi,
struggling.
how are you? Yes, please. There you go. Thank you, you too. He is so nice. He kind of looks like he could be like a Santa Claus on the weekend too, if he really went for it. He's very nice. I like that man.
I love when people are pleasant.
Yes. But also he kind of like, I get that like side eye from him too. Like, you're here again? 2 Diet Cokes?
Right.
You again? Mm-hmm. Got it.
No more coffees? Are you done with the coffee?
I had a coffee this morning. I had a coffee this morning. Yeah, I already went. I had a moment. I went and did my thing. I had a terrible sleep on Sunday. It was no good. So had to recharge last night a little bit. So I'm ready to go. Here we go.
So what did you buy?
Okay.
Now that I made you feel better about
I really do feel a lot better. I did a mix of eShop and physical because, I also got Super Monkey Ball, but I had to go on to their Amazon to go get that one. So that'll be like a Christmas present. I think that'll be just an extra thing for the kids to pop open. I also, not on the eShop, I also got Kirby Star Allies. Allies Star, I don't even know what it's called. Why did I buy this game? I don't even know what it is. It wasn't even that good of a deal, to be honest with you. And also Super Mario U Deluxe, the Wii U game. Oh, yeah? I'd sort of like held off of that one when it first came out because we were still playing the Wii U quite a bit. And the kids were pretty okay with just using like our Wii U Pro controllers and the gamepad and everything was great there. Since then, of course, Pokemon is now happening. The Switch is happening a lot more, and the kids have like their own controllers that they can destroy. So I'm a little bit more comfortable with them playing the Switch. So we'll play some Mario, and I feel like that game is just really good. So I wanted that one. There's probably others that I can't remember off the top of my head that we picked up physical, but that leads me into the eShop.
I thought you were about to say that was it, and I was just in the call.
That's just the physical.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel real bad about those 3 games I bought for my kids. This is. We'll start one off with. This is absolutely not for the kids. Hotline Miami collection. I'm pretty sure there's 2 games in there. I think it's 1 and 2. Hotline Miami is an excellent game. Top down.
Love the artwork.
Me too. Okay. Yeah, totally in your face. Ultra violent, very gory, definitely surprising to see on a Nintendo game. This one was, I think, 15 Canadian, so nice and cheap on that one. And that started it. And I'm like, oh, my brothers are coming up for Christmas. My brother from Vancouver's coming up, and that means that my other brother will actually come over and hang out. So maybe we'll play Castle Crashers together. So I picked up Castle Crashers Remastered. And then this is where things kind of got a little out of hand as I started to think about games that I want to play with other people or the kids. Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games Tokyo 2020. It was another game that I picked up. And I actually fired that one up with the kids and played a little bit. And for them, there's this magic moment when games fire up and it's like they just show all the characters. There's a bunch of these where it's, there's Sonic and there's Donkey Kong. And they love it. They live for those little intros. Like all their characters are there and they just shout them out. And honestly, it's worth the price of admission just for that, for me. Mm-hmm. Like just to have them get excited for that. It is the best. And as somebody who owns like multiple consoles and like we have all the things, the kids don't do that for just anything. Like they really save those reactions for Mario stuff, which is super fun. The biggest game that I bought is Xenoblade Chronicles 2, which this is one of those first-party games that doesn't really go on sale ever. And I really enjoyed Xenoblade Chronicles, the definitive edition, last year. I have to imagine this is one I'll probably play next year. Like, there's no way.
That's what I was going to say. When are you going to play it?
I'm going to schedule it I'm going to literally have to like put it in my calendar to go like, this is when I'm doing this. One of my favorite games on both 3DS and the Wii U, I had to pick this up because it was just at the perfect price for a rebuy for me. Lego City Undercover. It's like the Grand Theft Auto of Lego games. It's, third person, open world. You go do missions. It's super funky. It's got a great soundtrack and great style. I adore this game.
I should have got that.
You should have got this one. You messed up with Lego World.
You should have told me.
I don't know why I didn't, honestly. And maybe this was just, and now we're obviously just airing out everything that we got. But for whatever reason, as I was buying it, I was like, felt a little shame. Maybe this is too much. And last but not least, I picked one up for free because of all the points that I had been getting. A game called Hyproxia 2, which is a side-scrolling kind of shoot-'em-up. You fly around an airplane, and it has some twin-stick kind of shooting mechanics to it where you move around with one and you shoot with the other stick. Very, very cool. Reminds me of some old games I used to play back in the day. And I think that's going to do. I think there was 7 on the eShop and then 3 physical ones. I think that's where I ended up. I feel like I'm not done yet, too.
There's 12 hours remaining in the sale.
Oh my God.
So do you know what's happening right now?
Are you coming through right now? Let me go through too. Yeah, because I've got are you buying Lego?
I bought Lego City Undercover.
Because it was like $5 American,
cool.
right?
It's like $5.
Oh yeah, that is a
and
that
I still had
$25
left on my account.
This is the best. This is so much fun too. It's so stupid, and I don't even know
this
what.
This is the show today, everyone. Us going through the
we're
eShop
buying stuff
to buy stuff,
and then for people to listen week after week after week over the next however many months for us not to play it,
not to play anything.
I talked to a good friend of the show, Andrew Watson Eldorn, on Twitter, and he had picked up Miitopia for his kids. Actually, which I thought was awesome. And he had mentioned that they really enjoy like creating a character and watching them kind of go around and do stuff. And of course, that's like the core of that game. I don't know if it was on sale though. It doesn't look like it's, well, at least it isn't now.
Didn't
maybe
see
it was
it. I went through the whole thing. It was not there.
Yeah. Maybe you just wanted to get it anyways.
Maybe it was physical. I don't know.
I don't know. I just want to like click on the button that says like cyber sale or whatever they call it. This is what I want to do.
I go on the side that says great deals.
Are you on a Switch or are you on the website? Like I'm just on the...
Oh, I'm on a Switch.
I'm just on I'm on the website. Yeah.
Okay.
That is better.
There are some that I've considered, like Unravel 2, but I don't think anyone would play that with me, so I didn't get it. And then other things like Monopoly.
Oh, I know. I'm there on Xbox. I think I'm going to be picking up Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy. I'll be talking to Ryan about. There's another side of this story. I think there's the Nintendo
the Xbox side.
Sale.
Oh no.
There's other games too to this story, so maybe the shame is starting to make a little bit more sense. I'm like, why was I feeling such shame? It's like, yeah, there was more than one platform.
Yeah, there's more. There's more
Steam
than just
sales
this.
coming. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there were a few things. I don't know if my son is old enough to understand how to play Mario and Sonic.
Oh, really?
So,
yeah, Lincoln's playing. He's playing Sonic, and I don't want to tell him that it's bad. But it's not good. He was playing like a thing on his tablet today. It was like a Minecraft clone, which was really interesting because I was just saying to Chelsea the other day, like, I wonder if he would like Minecraft. And then he kind of just found it, you know?
I'm shocked Minecraft isn't on sale.
Yeah. Game Pass. Get it on Game Pass, everybody.
Yeah. You don't even need Nintendo.
There is like a great KK Slider hoodie in the merchandise store on Nintendo. Have you seen this thing? It is perfect. It's just a plain light white and kind of a cartoon outline of KK.
No, but I don't know if I want to admit this either, but I also purchased from GameStop a Tom Nook ugly Christmas sweater.
We're winning at Christmas this year, I think. We're doing so good. Look at all this. The Animal Crossing clothes are so nice. Holy cow. I'm just flipping through this stuff. That's not questionable. What are you talking about?
You know where you can find great Animal Crossing stuff? consolecaito.com.
Nice. That's true.
Okay. We do have a couple news stories to talk about.
Oh,
so do we want to talk about them?
I still want to go through this shop.
Go through it.
No, it's
Tell
okay.
me if you see anything.
You keep going. I'll rudely interrupt you with stuff that I'm kind of combing through as well. Yeah.
And neither of these stories is at all interesting to me, so I'm just going to point that out there.
Maybe we'll not become a news show. Like the news part is like just so minimal, really. Like it's just to show you like a timestamp of like where we are in the year is basically what it's about. Yeah.
Well, this first one is the producer of the upcoming Super Mario movie says that Chris Pratt's voice as Mario is phenomenal. But Pratt likely won't be putting on Mario's familiar fake Italian accent for the majority of the film. He suggested that it's okay because... And then they list off 3 reasons why. These are very interesting reasons.
They're so good.
Number 1 is the CEO, Meledandri. Is that how I say his name?
Sure. Mm-hmm.
Himself is an Italian-American.
Yep, so he approves.
Number 2, Charlie Day, the actor playing Luigi, actually comes from Italian heritage, so they're covered there. And number 3, they're not going to lean heavily into the "it's-a-me, Mario" fake accent in the movie. So those are the 3 reasons why they will not be doing the Italian accent.
And don't be offended that they didn't get an Italian guy to do it.
Right. It's interesting that they say for the majority of the film. So there are going to be sections where he is going, "It's-a-me, Mario." And then like other times he's not.
I mean, there's got to be like a Mamma Mia in there or something. Like he'll get surprised or something.
I hate
like,
that.
"Oh, Mamma Mia."
Oh, no. Oh, no.
So fear-mongering at its best here, right? And I think, too, I wanted to bring this up, too, because I feel like as somebody with an Italian last name, at the very least, this is as much like Italian heritage that I will claim. We have to go pretty far back. Like my parents were born in Winnipeg, for God's sakes. I've always kind of appreciated like that Mario has escaped this sort of thing in the past. Like there's this super Italian stereotype that has like this ridiculous voice. He's a plumber, for God's sakes, created by Japanese people, like not connected to Italians at all. And everybody has been fine with it. And I kind of was like, I don't like that this conversation is surrounding it. Just let Mario be like Mario. Let's not get kind of too bent out of shape over who voices him, if they're Italian or not. Like I wanted it to be okay. And whatever Chris Pratt does, I am a little saddened that maybe he avoided the super Italian accent because he's not Italian. Like, that kind of stinks. Yeah.
But I'm also curious. I'm more curious about the mustache situation.
What about it?
I just wonder what it's going to look like.
His mustache?
Yeah. Just like the look of Mario. Like, what is that going to look like?
It'll look like Mario. Like they'll just like, it's not like Chris Pratt is like, it doesn't look like Chris Pratt.
Oh my God.
That would be amazing.
Okay. I don't know why I was thinking this is like a live action.
They already did that. It was a terrible idea.
Oh, okay. I'm less concerned about the movie now. I totally missed the animated part of this.
Maybe you weren't the only one. Maybe you just saved somebody else. But that is hilarious.
Okay, I'm resigning today from podcasting.
New co-host, everybody. The only requirements is that you play Nintendo games sometimes and you buy too much on Black Friday.
I don't even want to explain the things that are going on in my head. Thinking about Chris Pratt trying to look like Mario.
Oh my God, okay. I love it.
We're going to ignore that.
Okay,
Ryan,
fair.
Just delete that. Anyways.
This is where he comes and says he will not.
Yeah.
He will not delete
Okay,
this.
The second news story, Atlas has announced it will be bringing its critically acclaimed sci-fi epic 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim to Nintendo Switch on April 12th, 2022. I've never even heard of this.
It's one of Ryan's favorite games. Very cool looking game. Yeah. Oh, no.
He's definitely not removing it now.
Nope. This is a game that got a lot of critical acclaim last year, and I think it's just kind of neat that I think it's one of those like perfect for Switch kind of games. You know, it doesn't need a whole lot of horsepower behind it.
Visual novel? Okay. Mm-hmm. I like a good visual novel, especially on the Switch.
Yeah.
They belong there.
Oh, freaking shout out to, I think, what day is it today? Maybe later on this week when people listen to this. Big Brain Academy, Brain versus Brain comes out later on this week. And that demo is awesome. And I am buying that game. That'll be the next thing that I'm purchasing.
Is it a full price game?
It's a little less. Let me see if I can find a price for it. But yeah, it wasn't totally $60. Let's see. It is $40 Canadian.
Oh,
so that's pretty good. Yeah, we'll definitely be buying that. Demo is very good. People should try it out, especially with the kids. Really cool, like really challenging. Like it's surprisingly so. Even the simple things where it's like, put these numbers in order, like which one's the smallest to largest. And they'll have the numbers, but they'll be in like balloons or circles that will trick your brain. They'll put like the smallest number in the biggest circle and you're like, wait a second. You're tricking me right now.
Right.
Yeah, very confusing.
Yeah, I want to play that. Can we play together?
Yeah, I think so. It is brain versus brain, so I guess just we both have to bring one of those to the table.
Okay. I won't be there then.
You're just busy thinking about Chris Pratt walking around the Mushroom Kingdom. Hey, Toad. What are we going to do about this battle? I don't know why I'm turning him in. I don't know what I'm turning him into.
Okay. We're going to answer some questions now. We've got a few questions. Nagachaka asks, what do you think of the Orion upswitch screen for the Nintendo Switch? It's almost twice as big. Does this defeat the purpose of the Switch being a portable system? Or when it comes to screens, there's no such thing as too big? And I saw a picture of this on Twitter when Nagachaka posted this question. Mm-hmm. This thing looks fake. What is this thing?
It does look fake. I mean, I
hate it.
So the answer is yes, there is such a thing.
If I'm going to use a screen that big, I'm definitely not going to have my Joy-Con on it. Mm-hmm. There's no way.
Just wait though. Like this paves the way for like a Switch XL. Like we had our supersized 3DSs in the past.
It's big enough.
Yeah, it probably is.
It is big enough.
Well, that's kind of what
big. I mean, thing is almost as big as the Game Gear. Mm-hmm. That's as big as it can get for a portable system. In my eyes, you know.
Mm-hmm. I'm with you.
Yeah. So this is a no from me.
This is a no.
Everyone should go look it up. The Orion upswitch, just so you can see what we're talking about, because it looks ridiculous. So.
It's like we didn't ask if we should. We only asked if we could, and there it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Andrew Watson coming in just to tell us what they picked up from the eShop here.
Yeah, a bunch of people jumped in on this.
So many Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl.
Oh, snap.
And Miitopia with Optimum Points.
There you go.
Mega Man Legacy Collection and Mega Man X Legacy Collection from the eShop, and Mario Party Superstars.
Yes, I picked up those Mega Man collections the last time they went on sale, so I am right with you. Oh, I missed out on Street Fighter. Oh, no. I think I have to see if this is still on. That's another thing I was thinking about. I'm never going to play these things. What am I doing? Okay. Feel free to carry on. I'll update you if I find it.
Okay. Sam asks, do you think Netflix will come to the Switch? I find it odd that we have Hulu but not Netflix. Also, I bought Crash Team Racing because I refused to buy Mario Kart until they make a new one. I almost bought Odyssey, but I won't have time between Pearl and Animal Crossing. Interesting choice to go with the Crash Team Racing instead of Mario Kart. I wonder if the reason is, do you have a Wii U?
I think Sam a while back dedicated and committed himself to not contributing towards us not getting Mario Kart 9. So if so I appreciate that. There was a news story very quickly of just like that Nintendo Switch dominated Black Friday, and like millions of copies of Mario Kart 8 are back into the wild again because it was bundled in. So yeah, still not be getting that thing anytime soon. Yeah. Yeah, I refuse to buy Mario Kart until they make a new one. Yeah, so thank you, Sam.
Do you think Netflix is coming to the Switch?
No, and I don't want it.
I don't want it either.
No.
I think we talked about this when
with the Twitch thing
came. Yeah, I don't care for any of these things.
Yep, no thank you.
And again, I think that's just a personal thing. Like maybe someone doesn't have any other device in their household that can do this.
Yeah.
So it makes sense to have them on there. But for me, it's the last place on earth that I'm going to watch it.
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be other people who like play on their Switch really primarily, and maybe like I don't want to poo-poo on there, but like I don't see it. I'm going to be kind of where Nintendo was at the beginning, where it's like keep this thing lean, keep it like not nothing bloat. You know, I just feel like the App Store and everything, just keep it games. I actually kind of like that. It's very pure, but we're already getting away with that with things like Twitch and Hulu and things like that. So I can see where I get that thing too, where I want it to be equal. Like if you've established a Hulu precedent, thou shalt have a Netflix thing, and they don't. So I can see how that could bug some people. I understand.
Right.
Freaking shout out to Cuphead is on there on sale, which I already have. Also, Tetris Effect Connected, required gaming. Come on, guys.
Yeah. Okay, and Dano. We already answered their question, but they said that they purchased Link's Awakening, Guardians, and Watch Dogs Legion.
Ooh,
also
good one.
bought a Razer Kishi. What is that?
Oh, it's for. I think that's for like it holds your phone in place, and you can play Game Pass games on your phone. I think that's what that thing does.
Oh yeah, that's cool. Like a little. They look like Joy-Con almost for your phone. Interesting.
1-2 Switch is on sale as well. Thinking about that one.
That.
Oh, really? I'm adding it to my wish list. We'll see.
1-2 Switch?
Yeah, I mean, why not? Ubisoft games up to 75% off.
It should be free.
You're right about that. Family Feud is $13. Oh man, we're getting into dangerous territory here. What a mess.
Okay. Hobie1K says, I ended up with Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, Astral Chain, and Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Ooh, Astral Chain.
Winter is the best time of year to hunker down and play some JRPGs. What games do you think of when you think of wintertime?
Oh, that's a good one. I think RPGs, yeah, for sure. There was this isn't Switch time, but one time right after Christmas, I got into the Dragon Age series. January through March, I played through. This is before kids, so I was able to get through 3 giant games in 3 months. Did Dragon Age 2, and then Dragon Age Inquisition. And I definitely think about that. I also think about like Bloodborne for some reason, like games that I need to like spend some time with, and whether or not that's just grinding away at stuff or just getting to know it. And you think about games like that for sure, or things that I've missed throughout the year as well. Yeah.
I think, I mean, now in my life, wintertime is more
winter
hectic.
Season Animal Crossing.
So, winter and Animal Crossing. I feel like if I'm thinking about back before I had a child, JRPGs. I would spend so much time playing Halo over winter break too.
Oh, nice.
That was like constant. Hours and hours and hours of Halo. I mean, now I have less time during winter break and summer break because the kiddo's at home all the time.
And we spend our time buying the games, not playing them.
Exactly.
I think also, I just want to add one other thing too, that I play a lot of like couch co-op stuff over the holidays because like friends actually come over or my family comes over. Jackbox games, things like that. I like Moving Out or what's the cooking one? Overcooked, things like that.
I love Overcooked.
Yeah, games like that. They definitely remind me of that.
So good.
Very specifically, a game called Fury, which is a boss rush action game. Oh my gosh, people are like peeling out in the parking lot here. Okay, I'm done. Oh, I found Ultra Street Fighter 2. It's $24.99, half price. I think I'm picking that one up too.
How many is that now?
I don't know. I have to hit the button
I hope
first.
it's 13.
I gotta match you. But you found like good deals on yours too. I'm buying like $10 games. You got like $2 things.
You need to look at the Cars game. Oh, you need to look at the Dino game, Roar.
Yeah. Okay. I gotta add that to my wish list too.
Or something. It's cute.
Yeah. Why not?
Okay. And last question comes from Mostly Martinez, who says, thoughts on the Ocarina of Time finally having full game code by reverse engineering? Think we get a full remaster from Nintendo?
You'd think that they would have done that this year, honestly.
Yeah.
But I really hope that they continue on. It seems like they're on a bit of a streak with these remasters. Like, it's not like Skyward Sword was the very first one. And obviously, a lot of people think about the things that happened on 3DS with Majora's Mask and Ocarina and things like that. I hope they continue this on. Like, I don't want things like that to just be locked to anniversaries. We better not have to wait for another 5 years for something to come out. I could really see them doing something once a year. This is the next one. Here, probably Wind Waker is probably the one that we could expect to see next. And I've now found Roar. Jurassic Edition, $2.51 Canadian. Yep, that is
so
added
cute.
to my wish list. Thank you very much.
I guess my question is, at what point does this stop?
Never. This is the Nintendo
They just
way.
continue to remake it for every system that comes out in
Pretty
the
much.
future.
Yep.
Like the Switch, we can't believe that the Switch is going to be around forever.
We can't fight back on it.
Will
we'll
it
get
be?
some.
Do you think the Switch is a strong enough console? I mean, obviously, Xbox and PlayStation, they continue to upgrade their systems, but it's the same thing pretty much.
Yep.
Do you think the Switch is that console for Nintendo, or do you think in the future it'll be something completely different?
I think they'll have like a more powerful, kind of like you get iPads. Like I actually can't believe we haven't gotten a revision yet, just because of its similarity to an iPad. It's basically a tablet, and I just think that they need to work out their compatibility stuff so that you can have multiple hardware configurations playing the same game. That's not necessarily Nintendo's strong point, which is I think evidenced by their virtual console kind of replacement right now. But I think in the future, I would like to see more of what they have right now, just a little bit more like transparent, communicative about it, where you have remasters. I think everybody likes remasters. Clearly, we buy them, but also like the Nintendo Switch Online, which would allow you to play them at maybe close to how they existed when they were first released. I actually like that blend. I don't think that there's one answer that covers everything, though.
Right. I agree. I just wonder how the new what's the name of it? The awful name for the expansion pack, Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack.
Nailed it.
I wonder how that plays into the remasters and whether we're getting them or not.
Well, that's what. Yeah, I think you'll still see them. Like I mean, you still have even Mario 64 there,
True.
and then you can buy that. Man, they put that in the vault. Holy crap! What a mess. Like there's no one answer to any of this. Like I don't know. It'll be a case by case scenario, and I guess that's okay. We'll just have to live with it.
We'll just buy all the things like we always do.
I've stopped fighting it, and this is where I'm at. I've been worn down. You win, Nintendo. Okay, like I have lost all ability and capabilities of like doing any decision making on my own. You just tell me what to buy, and I'll put in my credit card, I guess.
As we were purchasing things during the podcast.
Seriously. Yeah, I'm going to have to like get my kids working or something, like mowing lawns and shoveling walks and stuff to, contribute to meals and whatever. Gas.
Yeah. Okay, well, be sure to, if you're listening on YouTube or if you want to come over to YouTube, let us know what you purchased down in the comments below. We would love to know. But before we go, Sean, where can everyone find you on the internet?
You can find me in a just a wallow of shame. And you can find me on the eShop, or you can tweet at me and watch me on Twitch at Sean Capri. Sean like Connery, Capri like the pants.
And you can find me on YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter at Console Caito. That is all for episode 32 of the Nintendo Drive. Thank you so much for listening. Until next time, I'm going to try not to buy anything else on the eShop, but I'm most excited that it's not a live action movie.
The Nintendo Drive is fueled by patrons at patreon.com/YumiCapri, and from the bottom of my heart, I am so grateful to the nearly 70 patrons who support us each and every month, with our special thanks to our Capremium producers, Dallas Ford, Lee Navarro, the fearless leader of the Phoenix Overdrive Extra Life team, and Jonathan Brown, the man behind the music on this show and the Xbox Drive. You can support Jonathan at youtube.com/PM Entertainment. Our platinum producers, Robbie Bobby Miller and Trucker Sloth. Our gold members, Argo, Benji Kong, Brendan Myers, Dallas Robbins, Dano, Emily O'Kelly, Foolish Fuji, Heather Boney, James Johnson, Joel Brooks, Jose Jimenez, Mac Time, Marcus O'Neill, Mr. and Mrs. Nasty Boots, RJ Kern, Skinny Matt, and Xavier Reyes. If you enjoyed this show and you'd like to support independent content, you can go to patreon.com/YumiCapri and choose the tier that's right for you.